Alright guys, welcome back. Tonight will be the last time we're going to see the hatch on the channel for a while. I'm getting rid of the hatch. Told you guys I was giving up the hatch for the RSX once I got the RSX done. And I got the RSX done, so I told my buddy he'd get the hatch this weekend, and he came to get it tonight. I don't know why he came in the dark, but this is it. This is the last. Oh dang, that house looked kind of nice in video. Yeah, Seahawks fan. It's dark, but this is it. It's gonna be gone. You guys didn't know, but I ran into a trash can the other day. I backed like right into a trash can, and I freaking cracked the bumper. I backed into a trash can and hit it right there. And I cracked the bumper. For those of y'all that didn't know, the bumper was white. It might look like it's OEM, but I did paint it on the channel. You guys should have seen the videos. But this is it. I'm gonna leave the stickers on here. I'm telling him he can't take them off either. But this will be the last time you guys see the hatch on the channel with me owning it. So we're gonna say goodbye to the hatch tonight. I'm gonna move this car over there and he can get it out. He already got his food in there. You see that? He's already taken over my car. But it was a good little car. I would get another one as a commuter. They're nice little cars to commute with. Back and forth from Washington to Portland every weekend for a long time, no issues. All you gotta do is just change the oil and drive. Change the oil and spark plugs, and it goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and move the other car, and when he's ready, he can leave. Yeah, I'm kicking him out. Good night, everybody. What's going on? Welcome back to part 2 of me building this wiring harness. On this segment of me doing this, I should be able to finish everything minus loom in the bottom part because I don't have the loom for that yet. But I just cut off the that big connector that was here for the alternator and the knock sensor. I just cut that out. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna solder these wires back together, and I'm gonna offset them. So when I offset them, that they won't touch if they break in that section, but they'll be staggered right here, so all these wires won't be beside each other. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to connect like wires from the other side of this, and then now put them all together and finish up this part of the loom right here. Once I get it all together, I'll de-pin right here. I guess I could honestly just de-pin it now before I put it together, because who knows? I don't know what I'll do. I might just de-pin it after I put them together. It's easy to keep the wires together that way. But I'm going to go ahead and take this off and heat shrink it. I don't want this electrical tape in here, so I'm going to heat shrink it. Everything is basically complete. The only thing I will have left to do is together a little connector right here for the starter. This right here is complete. This is where the ground was. I cut the ground down. It's not going to have that long ground on it anymore. That's done. And all I got to do now is put some heat shrink over here, and then the rest of this will be done. And I'm gonna go ahead and solder this together. This is the boring part, doing this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out, and I'll get back to you guys here in a second. Now I got the wiring harness somewhat complete. I did a little mock-up here on the motor to make sure stuff was lining up the way it's supposed to line up. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did right here. All right, so things are falling into place right where they should be. That I didn't hook up yet. These are hooked up. Plugs down there are hooked up. Those are hooked up. What I gotta check, what I'm gonna check, I know it's good, but the alternator, remember it had that plug in there? I went ahead and deleted it, so it's just one plug that runs down to the alternator now. I'll go check that here in a bit. And matter of fact, I don't even have to go down there. I could right there, and I see that it reaches, because I'm gonna have to take it back apart. And then we have the one for the knock sensor. I didn't put the clip on yet, but we got the one for the knock sensor right here. But other than that, things are falling into place. These will be tucked under there like that. So for the most part, this is cleaned up a little bit better than what it was. I know this could probably be better right here. Could probably be a little bit better, but this is what it is. These wires won't be here. All these will be tucked under here. Sorry, excuse me more. Yeah, those will be tucked under that way. So it will be a little bit cleaner than it was. I'll figure out something to do right here. I'll probably put some heat shrink up to right here or something, or tape it. Right here is what I'm talking. Sorry, the camera's off. I'll probably put some heat shrink right there. I'm getting lazy with it now. I've been doing it for so long that I just want to finish wrapping it and then running it. That way, I got to get the loom for that. I'm probably going to order some different loom than the one I ordered to go over it, because I don't know. Or I might just use that loom that I ordered to go over it. We'll see. But for the most part, everything lined up. All the stuff that I cut lined up. I didn't put the clips on right here yet. It's just it's actually 4 clips that I got to put on this side. Didn't do that yet. Go ahead and do it here in a bit. I got everything to line up over here fairly well. Only thing was this little wire right here was a little bit too short. Might extend it. I'm well prepared to buy a new harness if anything. Right here, I need to go ahead and zip tie this to clean that up. I'll go ahead and work on the injectors and stuff off camera. Once again, I'll show you guys that next time. Won't be another update to this. I'll go ahead and start working on something else. I spent way too long on this. Injectors right here. So the wires, I'll go ahead and work on that off camera, and I'll run those back there. But everything lines up. Like, I'm happy with it for what it is. I'm happy with it and what it cost me and how it looks. I'm happy with it. I'm way happier. And if I'd probably be, I'm lying. If I'd spent the money to buy me one, I probably would be way happier, because I wouldn't have to do all this stuff. But that's just the last update on the wiring harness. Everything came together like I planned, or like I thought it would. I'm very happy with how it turned out. The only part I'm having a problem with is the last part to loom it. I should have slid loom over. I should have slid loom over it when I had everything apart and all the clips off and everything like that before I put loom over the front part. And that way I would have had that part sorted out. But I had to take that block off and all the other stuff. But this part I'm not too worried about. I could put the split loom over it if need be. I don't want to depin the connectors that go into the ECU, so that's why I'm gonna do, or I might do, I'm not sure. I might just depin it, or order the oversized one to go over the front part. But I like the way it turns out for this part. Rest of it, I could tape up, zip tie, and all that stuff. But appreciate you guys coming back to check out the blog. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. You know, I don't make no money off of this, so go ahead and check out the merch and buy some stickers and stuff like that. Check out the homies, check out the crew in the links below. Peace.